Hello everyone, this is Lori from Grammy's Keepsakes, and I'm coming to you today with a tutorial on how I made these journal pockets and tags. We'll open this one up, and here you have a journaling spot inside. And in this one, it's a pocket to hold a journaling tag. So let's get started. I cut 12 by 12 inch cardstock, 3 inches by 12, and what we're going to do first is put it in the scoreboard. The 12 inch at the top, score at 2, and it's 7 1/4. Done with the scoreboard. And now we have the valley and the mountain. We're going to fold it with the mountain on the inside and burnishing it down with my Teflon bone folder. And there we have a start. And then we're going to cut the tag shapes. Here, let's use this one. And you can use a tag pattern that's your favorite, or your eyeball it. And just going to go ahead and cut that. So now we have a tag shape. And then we're going to ink all the way around it. I like to use Tim Holtz by Ranger Vintage Photo Distress ink, and just ink all the way around the edge. I use a 1 3/4 inch circle punch. You can use any size you have, but we want a thumb notch, and so eyeball that in the center. Go ahead and punch it. There we go. So here I've got one that we've started, and I've cut lining graph paper to be our journaling spot to go inside. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that one down. I like to use the art glitter glue that dries clear, or Fabri-Tac. If you're going to do some sewing, you just need to glue a little bit in the center so that it holds it in place while you do the stitching. I cut my mat pieces just shy of a 1/4 inch narrower than my width of my fabric, right? My scrapbook paper, my cardstock. Oh. I've been making little golden book journals all night, so I have fabric on the brain. But here we go. Put that in there. Get it all lined up. I like to use my bone folder to make sure I don't have piles of glue, that it gets nice and spread. This nozzle on the tip of my glue helps also so that I don't get an abundance. But this one I'm not going to sew, so I got to glue it down. Line that up. And nobody's perfect, right? There we go. So let's get the outside. Need to do some inking here. Have a little bunny. This is going to go in one of my little golden book journals. Just apply glue. get that centered. And a little trick, if you have any glue that wants to ooze out, cut a little square of cardstock and just run that by the edge, and it just wicks up all the excess glue. Okay, I need to do the tag shape on this, so what I want to do is center it over here, line up that edge, make sure my edges are as center as I can, and of course I let go. There. And then grab your scissors and use the tag edge for your guide. Go ahead and cut that. And ink around the edge. It's going to go there. Go ahead and place the glue. Get my head in the way there. Press it down. Okay, so now we need to place our little circles for our ties. And how I get those is I use a circle punch and I cut out 2 layers of cardstock, glue it together. This is the 3/4 inch size, and then I have the 1/2 inch size. I have 2 layers of that also glued together, and then glue those together in the center and let it dry. And I'm going to use 3/16 eyelets, so I want to use a 3/16 hole in my Crop-A-Dile and try to eyeball center that. And then ink around the edge. So we have another ring. So I want to place one of my paper rings here, center it. I like to make a mark so I know where to cut with my Crop-A-Dile. Place that on there. Get a couple of eyelets. And we're going to use this end of the Crop-A-Dile. That post sits right inside the eyelet, like that, and squeeze. There you have it. And then now to place this one, that bunny is going to have a ring. Well, we can put it down a little bit so you can see her face. Just trying to line it up. Mark the circle. And to get that reach, I have to use the big Crop-A-Dile. And line up that. Okay. And put the eyelet in the center. Get that ready. A little bit harder to see on this one. Okay, and press. There we go. Now we need the strings to tie it with. And I'm using crochet cotton, and I just dyed it with my Tim Holtz Distress ink. To attach that, I just bring it around the ring, give myself some room, and I'm going to tie it in a knot. Double tie, clip the end off, and then I'm going to wrap it around a few times. And I have these Tim Holtz charms that we can put on the end of our string. Let's do Imagine. Decide where I want to, how I want it to hang down. And then I want to unwrap it, give myself some room, go ahead and tie it in a knot, bring it down, lots of string, cut it off, and we have one done. Now to do the closures on this one, it's a little bit different. I'm going to go ahead and punch the center again. Get our ring ready. We need 2 eyelets for this one also. And I'm using the 3/16 again. Get it all lined up and squeeze. Now I need to punch a hole down here on the bottom for the eyelet. Center it. Place the eyelet, and we're going to go ahead and use the crocodile to squeeze. Okay, so I have another length of my crochet cotton, and it's about 36 inches, and I fold it in half. I'm going to bring it in on the bottom. Just make a little lark's head knot. Wrap it around a couple of times. Decide on a charm. How about Breathe? And then string it through the hole. Decide how I want it placed. Hold on to it. Untie it so I have some room again, and make that that overhand knot. And bringing the knot down to the charm. And clipping away the excess. And we have that one. All it needs is the little journaling card in here. And what I like to do so that the journaling card will fit in with ease is to put my bone folder in and stretch the fibers just a little so that there's more room in the pocket. Makes it a little easier. And then we need a journaling card. Could be a little wider, but that'll fit in. And it's a little bit too long. Oh, here I found a nice cream one. This will work great. I'm going to use my We Are Memory Keepers corner rounder to round the corners, and then distress around it a little bit. This will make a nice journaling card. This is 110-pound crafts cardstock. And then we can color it, texture it a little bit inside too. We don't want anything that's too stark white or cream, do we? Okay, and that'll fit. Yes, it fits right in. If your tags are a little bit binding and they don't want to slide in nice, what you can do is use wax paper and just rub the edges of your card on the wax paper, and that gives it a gentle lubricant and it slides so much nicer. So this comes from the bottom. And here we have the ones that we finished today. Thank you for watching.